Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today we're going to start work on the north wall. Still nice and clean in here. I cleaned this up, that was probably a week ago. I've been doing all kinds of work over in the restoration project over there, and it's been really hot. Today I have a coat on. It was 50 degrees overnight. It's going to be 45 degrees tonight. Kind of chilly out, but perfect weather to be working on this. Okay, on this wall, the only thing that changes is the two center studs. These two get cut off at the window height, right at that sill height there, and we're going to add 4 studs and a header. So first thing to do is to make those cuts at the top and get these panels off. It might be easier if I take the Sawzall and just cut right down the middle of the panels. I'm not sure. On this other wall, I just took the entire panels off. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get this cut done and we'll figure that out afterwards. Oh, I need to go on the outside and see which way these lap, whether I should start on that end or this end. But for right now, all we got to do is get this cut done. All right. I believe, yeah, that looks like an aggressive wood blade. What does it say? Wood and plastics. Got some fairly aggressive teeth on there, and this is pretty new. I think I put it on when I was finishing up cutting out the doorway there, so I guess we'll just use this and get moving on this. Okay, I got off what I needed to get off. Now I got to cut these 2 studs at the correct height. I got to try to stay over here in the corner. We've got a pretty strong wind and it's coming in gusts. Hopefully I can get over there. Yeah, right now. I got to go see if I have a 2x10 laying around. I should, but I don't know for sure. I need 2 pieces of 2x10 by 33 inches and a piece of OSB that same size. Then I need these 4 studs and a sill. Okay, I should probably get all this stuff. This is the big thing right here. I'll have to cut that oversize and then trim it to length and some other stuff. Hopefully this wind isn't messing things up. Alright, let me go see if I can find all this stuff and then I'll get back with you in just a minute. Okay, I have all my wood cut. I have a header, 2 king studs, 2 jack studs, and a sill. And that is these pieces right here. It's very windy. I'm in this corner hiding from the wind, and I had to close the door as well because it was coming through here. So I got to figure out where I'm going to pocket screw this and where it's going to just get nailed. I can't get the nailer in here, so I'm going to have to pocket screw here and on the face of the header. And where else? Yeah, that's unfortunate. I can't get at either side down here, so I'm going to have to get that pocket screwed as well. I'll just put 2 pocket screws on each side of these. I think that's it. And then what I'll do is assemble these in 2 separate assemblies. The king studs and the header, I'll nail that together and throw a couple screws in there for good measure. And then the jack studs and the sill. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to pre-assemble this whole thing. Yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting because I'm just cutting these off to length. Maybe I'll just pocket, I'll just pocket screw this sill in. Yeah, I'll just pocket screw this sill in after I get the thing assembled. So I'll just do one assembly with the jack and king stud and the header and leave this for later. The sill actually holds no weight. The window is nailed through its nailing flange, through the siding and into the studs here, and that's what holds it up. Okay, so what do we got here? These got to be cut off at 31 3/4, and I have some pocket holes to drill. All right, oh, and should probably tell you, the header, if you've never done one of these before, that is 10 1/4 inches wide, and it starts out as a 2x12, which is 11 1/4 inches wide. So you cut your pieces a bit long. I cut them at 36 and trimmed it down to 33, and then the center piece is just cut a little bit smaller than what it needs to be, and then everything is screwed together really well, making sure that the screws are out of the way of where you're going to cut. And then once you get it all screwed together, trim one side, turn it over, cut it to width, and then cut it to length. And bada bing, bada boom, you got a header. But you got to make sure that you're using 1/2 inch OSB or plywood and not 7/16. Otherwise, your header is going to be too thin. Okay, let's start getting this thing laid out and assembled. Okay, here's what happened. I started this side 2 days ago, and I was feeling pretty poorly the first day. I can't even remember how far I got on this the first day, but I actually got fairly far. And then yesterday, I believe we just pulled nails, and I finally got this stuff on towards the end of the day. I was going to bring my camera, but I forgot it in the house, and I just never went and got it again. And kind of the same thing happened today. I came out here, I thought, well, I'll go get my camera when I go to cut that panel, and I didn't. So now I got the camera, I got my cleats in place. Oh, I painted this with the Copper Life during this time. I got these notches cut for clamps. I got these holes drilled because this is a really tight corner, and there's going to be stuff right in here too for attaching the addition. So if I didn't get this drilled now, it would never get drilled. So got my wiring chases drilled, got everything ready to go. The only possible problem with this last panel, well, there could be all kinds of problems, but the only one I foresee is this box might be a little bit too high. That's just a temporary box anyway, but I hope it's not too high because I got to turn off the electricity and pull it off of there and lower it and all that stuff. and I'd rather not do that. But other than that, everything is ready to go. I'm gonna grab the panel, get it in place, clamp it, and we'll see if we can get this nailed in real quick. Okay, before I forget to film again, let me show you what I'm doing. Got the cleat on. The cleat is roughly a 1/2 inch too low, and then you shim it until it's into place. You got to do that because that cut does not go all the way to the top, so you got to shim it up against where that cut is. Kind of hard to explain, but that is what you got to do. And then in order to get this seam 100% correct, I needed to screw this cleat on here and then clamp it over to the window. And once I did that, I put enough shims on that side and clamped it over there, and now it stays. Also put these in because the panel wants to like pop out. Got one up there and one down there, and it's all ready to go. So I'm gonna get this nailed in, and then we'll figure out what else we got to do today as soon as I'm done with that. Okay, that's gonna have to be it for today. It's already nearly 5 o'clock and I am exhausted again. I think I've been sick for like the last week. I've been working the whole week, but I just get exhausted real easy. I sanded the opening, and the way I cut it, there's a little bevel on the outside here. Once this window is painted, I think we're gonna go maybe 3 inches around the window. I'll put in my window wrap. I think I got Protecto wrap, but really doesn't matter what brand it is. What you do is put it on the bottom going up, and then you put a piece from here all the way to the top. Same on that side. And then you put a piece on the top that laps down onto this side. And that'll catch any leaks, but for the most part, what it's doing is catching condensation. If you got condensation on the outside of the window, it doesn't allow it to just go right into your wood and rot your wood. The condensation will evaporate before it does that. All right, I'll show you more of that when we get to it. Like I said, maybe I didn't say, I was gonna clean up, but I am just pooped. I think I'm just gonna call it quits right where we're at and clean all this stuff up tomorrow. Yeah, maybe Natalie can get at it and get this opening painted tonight and then do another coat. Oh, that's right, tomorrow. I'm heading to town tomorrow. Tomorrow's actually going to be really hot, so it's a good day for it. So I won't be making a video tomorrow, but I will be the day after that. So the next video should be me putting this window in. I hope so, because once the window's in, we can put an air conditioner in it and have a little bit of coolness in here. All that's left on this lower floor, I have some cleaning to do at the tops of these walls because of the way we had to cut the walls out. And I have this back wall to do. That has mounting points for the addition that's going that way. So I think I got a drawing of that right here. The old drawing, I have a new one, but this pretty much shows it. Right here and right here are the mounts for the next building. The framing is going to be screwed or bolted right through those. And then we have a doorway going right here. All this orange stuff, or it's kind of brownish on here. This brownish stuff is the new studs. It's actually going to look a little bit different than that, but that's basically it. All right. Okay, so like I said, next video here will likely be me cleaning up and putting the window in. That should be easy for one day. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.